So the question is, you have these three strikes supposedly, right? No formal education, a felony conviction, incarceration, and you're a black man. How do you think about those challenges? Has there been one as a tech founder that's been more of a challenge or an impediment, or are they combined, or how do you think about that?
It's interesting because I think that it's obvious, it's definitely a combination of each of those that I think that precludes me from opportunity in certain circles. But I understood the power of communication and what it looked like in order to be able to try to appeal to the emotional side of those that may have had something similar happen in their family members. What I think also allows me to kind of sort of break down some of those barriers with being a convicted felon. Now, that kind of sort of helps break down one of the barriers, but being a black man, there's nothing I can do to change that. When I walk into a venture capitalist office and they say to me, they look at me and they're like, wait a minute, you don't look like the last 10 people that come into my office. You definitely don't have the background of the last 10 people that have come into my office. And even this business model that you're bringing to my desk doesn't look like any of the applications that are surrounding trying to get my coffee to me quicker. So I don't even know how to leverage this. I've never been in prison before, so I don't know the value of that. I've never written a check to a company founder before that's working with family members that suffer from this kind of social condition. And I'm wondering how I can add value to this for you, Marcus. And because I don't think that I can, I'm probably going to walk away from this deal.
Like sometimes it's painstaking to know that I'm the one that's coming into the room with a felony written very boldly on his chest. And not only do I have a felony, but I'm like the black guy that's introducing the tech to be able to support people that are in prison. And these venture capitalists have no idea how to be able to support that. And especially at the seed rounds where we're raising money now, where most investors, they want to be involved in their investments. They want to be able to give feedback and input or make connections or, introduce the vendors. Like these are things that add value for them, that make them feel like this is a worthwhile investment. And then they meet me. And they're like, wait a minute, Marcus, I can't add value to this because I've never been to prison before. I don't know anyone in prison. I don't even understand why mail is important to people in prison. And why would you continue to want to build technologies to help support this kind of community? In fact, Marcus, this sounds great. It's a great story, but I can't add value, so I'm going to walk away from this deal. And I've learned that through all of those headaches and all of those meetings that we go to and all of those doors that get slammed in our face, that it's not really my job to be the one to help convince someone as to why they should invest in an entrepreneur that looks like me, that comes from the communities that I come from. I want to do my job to the Lord and say that God is going to continue to bless me because I'm doing what he called me to be able to do. And I don't want to get too overly spiritual here, but that is the thing that helps me to be able to jump through all of that red tape that gets erected the moment that people find out either about my background or my skin color when they think about investing or partnering in with an organization like mine. And so now I walk through the world not even feeling the pressure of being a founder of color or a founder of color with a felony. I'm like, man, look, we are building a heck of a solution. I'm giving you this opportunity to get in early. If you don't want to partner with me early, that's fine. I promise you. I did 8 years in prison when I was a 15-year-old kid. I promise you I can build a mobile app. What I will do is continue to build this thing and blow it up. And if you're going to look back and you're going to say, damn, he actually did it, I wish I would have got in.